Hi, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. So sorry I am late. We are without power this morning here at my parents' house. Partial power. Been going up and down and have been trying to figure out where to take a shower, who's got towels, who doesn't have towels. And as you can see, I'm a mess. Went to boot camp this morning and had a great time there. So got the morning body moving, the mind working. And so again, I apologize for being late. Thank you for joining me. I'm Tildy Wahardo, and got some divine inspired messages for you this morning, or a message that came to me this morning as I was driving to boot camp. We've been talking a little bit about discernment, a little bit about peace and how to maintain that peace. And this morning, over the weekend, I'd been bombarded with just a plethora of information and videos. You need to watch this and you need to watch that. And did you see this? And did you hear that? And I know many of you are probably experiencing the same thing via text or social media, whatever it is. And just really want to encourage you to get back to that center. And, even just before coming on this broadcast, I was feeling a little frazzled because I couldn't figure out, what was happening or how I was going to go live without the power. My phone wasn't working when I was trying to log in, and all this mayhem and chaos, as you start to really panic or have a little bit of a anxiety about, things not going exactly the way that you want them to go. And as I was experiencing this, I just reminded myself, like, just breathe, and lo and behold, I open up my computer, the internet is working again, and I can do this short broadcast for you before probably it goes down again. So I just wanted to come in here and really encourage you today. The message that I received on the way to boot camp was, be ready for everything and anxious for nothing. And, in everything, just go to God with it. As we find ourselves, or as I find myself becoming anxious or sort of wanting to know what the heck is going to happen, whether it's logging into a computer and it not working like this morning for me, or not knowing how I'm going to stream, or not having a vehicle, maybe not having a job, if you've been laid off, just know that everything's working out for you. Go back to that center, take a deep breath, take several deep breaths if you have to, and just stay present, be at peace. Really take the time to see all the goodness and the blessings that you have exactly right now in your life. Today is Monday. So as you take 10 seconds, just right now, let's close our eyes and take 10 seconds just to simply think about all the great things and the blessings that you have in your life, whether it's family, whether it's friends, whether it's a roof over your head, whether it's fresh running water. Like I said, I'm partially without power today, but I'm super grateful to have these warm clothes on and that I have my mom and dad here with me, that I was able to see my sister this morning and we had a great time working out. There's so many things that we can be grateful for. So take the time today to really get recentered, refocused, and just be present. Don't get too far ahead of yourself and don't start thinking about the past, about things that have happened. It's normal. We're wired to do those types of things. So we have to practice on a daily basis to stay present. And like I said, the world is chaotic right now. We're constantly being bombarded by watch this, watch that, or did you read this? Just stop. Be ready for everything. And the only way you can be ready for everything is by being centered, by being aligned with prayer, with meditation. What prayer and meditation do is they keep you present. They rein you into the present. So just a quick reminder for all of you to do that. I know I had to do that this morning, and that's the message that I heard. I didn't know I was going to need it so quickly as I got back, and trying to figure out how I was going to go live without power, where I was going to take a shower, all of that. And so you really have to get back to the center and realigned with God to calm yourself, to take a deep breath, and all the answers will come. My God, I'm broadcasting now with the internet. And I know that wouldn't have happened had I still been in a frenzy trying to figure out how to do it from my phone. And so I just highly encourage you today to get back to the center. Turn off the phone if you have to. Turn off the TV if you have to. Our mind easily goes to the negative. It's wired that way. It's natural for it to go negative, negative, negative. And we really have to train it up like a muscle and start practicing shifting or pivoting our thoughts more often. And the only way to do that is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. When you feel yourself going down a rabbit hole and starting to panic, starting to worry, bring it back. Pick that one thought. This is the way I started. I picked one thought that was totally random, that would just stop me from thinking the negative thoughts that I was thinking. What I mean by that is that thought has to be something that's not attached to that thought. So it could be jumping in a beautiful lake, make it a happy thought so that you just totally pivot. It could be a memory of something wonderful and beautiful that you just go there to find your peace again, because your mind does not know the difference of what is real and what is not. If you're thinking it, you're experiencing it. So if you're thinking negative thoughts and you go down a rabbit hole and you keep thinking those negative thoughts, that perception becomes more and more your reality. The only way to do that is to really do a hard pivot and have one thought or just something that makes you stop, kind of like having a cold bucket of water poured over you, so that you shift your mind, you shift that thought to something totally different, and you start and you stay there, and then you completely forget about what you were thinking about. So try that today. Try that this week as you continue down this week that I think is going to be challenging, more and more challenging the next couple of weeks for us, as we continue to be, bombarded with a lot of information and disturbing information at times. But the only way to really stand firm and to keep ourselves mentally and emotionally healthy and resilient is to stay positive. And the only way to do that is to stay centered, stay aligned, and look to our higher power, God, divine intelligence, whatever that is for you, for everything that we ever want, need, and desire. And so that's my message to you today is, be ready for anything and be anxious for nothing, and stay in that prayer and meditation this week. And remember, it's that one thought, that one positive thought that can shift your day like this, if you have that to go to. So please let me know where you're watching from. I love these streams because there's always people from all over the world that are watching. If you have your own tips or tricks, I'm only giving one tip or trick because it's more digestible for people to remember them. But if you have something different, please share it. There's so much genius in the collective. I really believe that. And there's so many of us that have done the work to be able to learn how to change and transform ourselves and our minds. I've been doing this since my mid-20s, and it changed my life. Absolutely radically changed my life. Not only my experience and miracles that I've experienced with God, but also the training and the renewing of my mind, and how these practices have really brought me from a life full of anger, fear, and shame to one of faith, hope, and love. And I hope that these practices and these tidbits of wisdom that I've applied in my own life help you to really live a full and thriving life, and bring you closer to God. You are loved beyond measure. And I hope that you experience that and that you believe that the way that I do, and so many others do as well. So thank you for your time. Again, let me know where you're watching from and any of your own tidbits of wisdom that you have to share with the world. Please put them in the comments as well. And I will see you next week. All my love.